Guys, the chicken is here. We are back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got everything that you guys need to know to get into gold on day 2. So, here's where we're at. Some things have changed from the last video, of course. And we're going to go over just everything. So we've got some different attack strategies for you with mechs, with heavies. Whatever you got, we're going to get you sorted. We're going to go over the tech tree, of course, and all that good stuff. Guys, if you haven't already, I really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to use that code CHICKEN in the shop if you're going to grab instant training for the season. So, let's start off with the base. The base is not too complicated at 3 ERs. Ideally, what we want to have happen is we want to have 1, 2, and 3 critter launchers, all somewhat protected by the sky shield, and also have about 2 engines under there if you can. This base is really good. Shout out to Mr. Pete for giving us this one up. And yeah, so next let's dive into the tech tree. Also, I'll make sure to crop that out so you can take a screenshot and copy it. So initially, right out of the gates, what we needed to do was get to critter launchers. I would say the next most important thing, once you have everything that I already have here, is getting Brick. Brick made a tremendous difference on offense, just being able to use mechs and battle orders. So, again, I'll just go through everything really quickly. The defenses, we need mostly all of them. Make sure, guys, you do not get this multi-node. That was a mistake. I did not need to unlock that one. We're stuck with it now, so, I mean, it is what it is. So, both these nodes, I would get both of them, Troop Health and DBD. You're going to need both long-term. You know, might as well make the sacrifice and grab them now. And I am going to be making my way towards building health next. So we want to get mortars, then we want to get to that building health. So, yeah, building health at 3 is going to be important. You know, early 4ER is not going to be good if you're skipping a bunch of other stuff. You can clear them fairly quickly using the mech strategy I'm about to show you. Unless you want to run up and try to get rocket choppers. That's going to be decent, but we're going to be at kind of a disadvantage until we get there. So, yeah, some things to take note. And I would focus on brick and building health for the most of you out there. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now as well. And the mechs. So there's no point. I know I've upgraded the mechs once. You really don't need to, because if we look at their health, they get, like, for some reason, they get a very small percentage of their health and their damage for every upgrade compared to other troops. You know, like these guys get huge health and huge damage. Or wait, that's because of my statues. That's a bad example. I don't have any other troops unlocked. Or brick. Anyways, yeah. So it's not really worth it. You can keep them at level 1. If you don't have the extra tokens, then don't worry. They're pretty well just as good at 1 as they are at max level. So, yeah, the mechs have really, you know, it's been the return of the mech. They've risen to the top. So, shock bombs, you know, we need to get those upgraded. There's a lot of things that we need to spend tokens on right now. I would get your defenses to 3 and 4, max out the stat nodes, and then go from there. Troop damage is huge as well. And brick, ideally, we want her at least tick 4, but I don't have the tokens just yet. And yeah, upgrading the gunboat is good, in my opinion, too, because it's a cheap way to get more GB. We're using shocks, we're using battle orders, you know. And I also have flares. So you can skip flares if you want. They're just easier, I find. You know, again, it'll make you a little bit better, but if you don't have the keys to get them, I would go building health first. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. I got the flares to tick 3. Flares to tick 1 or 2 quick. So, yeah. So it's been a bit of a grind to get back here, but let's show you guys the attack strategy that we want to be using. So there's a couple of different attacks that we can do right now. I'll just kind of explain them as I go over this one, and I'll show you what I'm doing here. So with brick, I'm only using battle orders. Yes, you can do heavy rush, cluster grenade. There's a few different things with heavies that you can do. But for the most part, it's just free clear with mechs, brick, and battle orders, which we'll show you first. Or you can do another thing where you can flare the mechs kind of in between these 2 engines. I would recommend this if you don't have brick, because what happens is they're so slow that they'll all kind of get stuck in there, and then they shoot in like all directions and end up kind of freezing everything. It doesn't always work, but it's not a bad little strat. So definitely something to try out anyways if you're not having any success or if you don't have brick yet. So yeah, we're gonna let them run out here. And the start, it's all just about collecting GBE, making sure brick isn't out in front. So we want to delay her a little bit because she is going to be faster than the mechs. As you can see, she's almost already caught up to them. Yes, we want to delay brick, put all our mechs down, and yeah, we just want to farm some GB. And I think I'll use my first shock right about there. So I think, yes, we can clip that critter launcher. So it's all about just taking down everything, hitting the critter launchers when we can, and keeping those battle orders nice and activated. So let's do another one right over here. Let's do a shock down there. And we need another battle orders on deck, please. Oh, look at that. This guy took us down in record fast time. But that's a good hit. That's a good hit any day of the week. Any day that you slice it, that's looking all right. So we're about to take down the Sky Shield. Let's flare over here next. Boom. And boom. I'm going to shock this critter launcher because we can. And look at that, 244. That's a solid hit. That's a solid hit. I can't go much faster than that right now for what we got. And I mean, if we drop a couple, we drop a couple. But yeah, we're not going to beat 3-4. I don't know what that guy did. Let's take a look. Probably the same thing. Oh, he went with heavies. Okay. Maybe we'll be able to show you the heavy hit because I'm not using it. So this is what I was talking about. You can do this with the mechs as well. I didn't have any success doing this. Every time that I used it with heavies, which is why I'm not showing it to you myself, they just fizzled. They fizzled in the middle. They got eaten alive by the critter launcher. So let's take a peek at how this guy, Junior Gas, does it. Now, I have the DBD as well. I've got all the mines back there, so I'm really surprised that this worked. He was able to take down the critter launchers instantly. Okay, he lost Brick. My God. So he did that. He got a nice shock off. I'll give him that. Huh. One of those things where it looks cool on the other side, but when you try it, not so much. So that's a hit you can do with the heavies, or you can go with the mechs and basically do the same thing. And the good thing about the mechs is they'll shock all that stuff in the middle. So yeah. I mean, we could try it. Let's try it. Just for you guys, I'll try it. Doesn't matter now. I gotta wait for a while for my next chest and hopefully get back into gold. We've just been right on the fence all day, 15-16, 15-16. So, but we were able to get it already, obviously. So that's good. Let's throw Brick up this way. And let's see here. We're gonna try to get a little bit tricky with this one. A little bit tricky. Grab some GB. Okay. Brick, you gotta get caught up here. I don't know what you're doing or where you're going, but you're not helping. Alright, so we're gonna go like that. Shock here. And let's go battle orders. Okay. Interesting. And let's see. Go another orders. Okay, we got all the critter launchers shocked. That is good. Can we get another battle orders? Where's Brick dead? I can't tell right now. Brick is dead wherever she is. Boom, 246. So that works too. That works too. But I don't know. That between the free clear, I think they're kind of equally as strong right now. So this guy's going the left side. You can do this as well. Hugging the left side is usually safer, but it's also usually a little bit slower. So we are at least going to get one win here. So, but yeah. Also, guys, don't forget to stay subscribed to the channel because we got some cool. I got another video coming out today. It's a cool one. It's not a sponsor thing or anything like that, like last week, but be interesting to see, nonetheless. So yeah. There we go. We got the dub. We got the dub. So, yeah, we just got to get back into 16, get the building health, and then I think that's going to be our next push point. So, hope you guys had a good start of the season so far. Let me know what's working for you, what's not working for you, down below in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, or because you want Mr. Hobbs here to finish. But either way, see you in the next one, guys. Chickens out of your backpack.